Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not here to lecture you about your emotions or your feelings. I'm just here to talk about video games, the potential of video games, and what video games offer that no other medium can. That's what I do on my channel. I basically tell you guys how much I love video games and what I see in them. And of course, what I see around them. And what I see a lot of is people taking video games for granted. They'll spend $30 to $60 on whatever the game is, they'll play it, and then just forget about it. They won't talk about it, it may be a rare occurrence if they ever play it again, and they ask to themselves, and they ask others, what was the point of the game I just played? What did it accomplish? What did it set out to accomplish? Well, there's no right answer for that, because the game didn't necessarily set out to accomplish anything. The developers of the game set out to accomplish something, you set out to accomplish something when you purchased and played the game, but what accomplishments does the game itself carry? Well, there's several different games that could each accomplish something different for every different person. If I were to give an example, someone just played and beat The Last of Us, or they just played and beat Alien Isolation. And after playing and beating those games, they would ask themselves, what did the game accomplish? What was the point of it all? This question is often asked when it comes to movies or novels. And I would give the same answer when it comes to movies, novels. It equates to video games too. I would give you the same answer if you asked me what a movie, book, and of course a video game, what did it accomplish? I would ask you this. Did the game make you feel something? Did you feel anything from playing the game? Because if a video game makes you feel something, anything, then it's accomplished something. Did The Last of Us make you happy, sad, angry? Did Alien Isolation do the same? Did you feel anything throughout your journey? Did you care about any of the characters? Were there moments in the game that tugged at your heartstrings? If you had genuine feeling, genuine emotion over a scene in the video game, a moment in the game during gameplay, during a story moment, during any part of the game, did you feel something? Because that in itself is an accomplishment, and let me tell you why. Nowadays, content creators, I mean video makers, I mean video game makers, movie makers, novelists, writers, it's really hard nowadays. It's really hard. You either have to be really lucky or really good at what you do to elicit an emotion from someone. Because if I may reference some older videos of mine, which you should go watch, everything, literally everything, is unoriginal, cliched, and repetitive. Everything is. Even when it comes to making movies, video games, and writing books. Everything's been done before. Everything is kind of technically been seen before. So you really, really have to put your heart and soul into something. And sometimes, even when you do that, you still may not invoke an emotion from your audience. However, in my personal opinion, the games, the movies, the books that elicit emotion from me the most are the video games, movies, and books that I know, that I can feel. I can just feel it in the craftsmanship of these products and these works of art. I can feel the love. I know that sounds cheesy. I know that sounds cliched. Yes, feel the love, yada yada yada. But seriously, if someone works hard at something or really wants to send a message that is personal and important to them, they put love into it. And you can feel that love, that passion burning through their product. In The Last of Us, I've never played The Last of Us. I've only seen gameplay of it. But just seeing the gameplay, just seeing the game in action, I can see the love that was put into this game. The detail in the environments, the pacing, the music. Just the really well-directed character interactions, so well-directed. You can tell they took their time with the voice actors. They made cuts. They made them redo entire scenes over and over again till they just got it right. In Alien Isolation, something similar can almost be said, especially when it comes to the environment. You can tell looking at this game that they watched, the developers of this game, they watched the original Alien movie, Ridley Scott's original horror sci-fi masterpiece. They watched Alien over and over again. They paused at so many scenes. They wrote down the little details. They took as much as the spirit and the feel, the environment they wanted to emulate. They wanted to bring to life as a love letter to that movie. They want to bring their environment in their game to life, to not just mimic the movie of Alien Isolation, but to give it the ultimate homage, the ultimate respect and love it deserves when it comes to the atmosphere of that universe. And when I played these games, I know, again, cliched and cheesy, I felt the love. I felt the hard, undeniable work. I felt the passion when playing Alien Isolation and when seeing gameplay of The Last of Us. These games, even though I hadn't played The Last of Us, I seriously need to get me a bloody PlayStation. Free and or 4. Probably 4. Should I get a 4? Maybe a free. I don't know. I don't care. But when playing and watching those games, I felt genuine emotion. I felt sadness in The Last of Us. When I played Alien Isolation, I posted videos of this, so you guys can know for a fact I felt genuine tension and fear. I was afraid when playing Alien Isolation. Even when I play Alien Isolation on occasion just for supposed fun, I'm still terrified. I'm still absolutely terrified playing the game, going up against the working Joes, trying to evade the xenomorph. I feel genuine tension and terror. And those games have accomplished something. They accomplished something that so rarely these mediums can provide. Of course, it's different for every person. Of course it is. That's a no-duh. That's a no-brainer. But there are just some works. There are just some works of fiction, some works of so-called art, even though I have to admit they are art, they don't really feel much like art, that just don't elicit an emotion. Or I should say, they do elicit emotions, just not the ones you would want for your product and or work of art. Call of Duty. Let's look at Call of Duty Ghosts. I see no love in that game. I see no passion in Call of Duty Ghosts. I saw passion in its Alien Horde mode, Ghosts Horde mode, Extinction. I saw passion in that. I saw genuine love and care. Single player and multiplayer, though, you could tell they just really didn't care. If anything, it was a more frustrating affair because you can only copy-paste so much, and they added so little to freshen things up. Yes, there was hard work, obvious hard work put into that game, but you can tell that they were just making the game for the sake of the money. The game was going to sell no matter what, so they just did what they could with what time they had. And then you look like at a novel or a movie like 50 Shades of Grey, a Twilight fanfiction that became an actual novel that then became a movie. A blockbuster movie with a surprisingly large budget. A Twilight fanfic. Something that was made as fantasy, as, pardon my derogatory terms, as wanking material, became a standalone book, a bestseller, and a blockbuster movie. I'm not seeing passion in that. I'm seeing cash grab, money, 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 dollar bills. I'm also seeing a bunch of blinded, horny adults as well. But yeah, I hope you guys got my point. To not just write off a video game or take it for granted, because there are so many things out there, so many products, so many works of art that don't really accomplish anything. And what they do accomplish is not something you should strive for. If a video game makes you feel anything at all, love, happiness, sadness, even anger or even frustration, then the game has accomplished something. It has accomplished something noteworthy, something of note. If a video game makes you feel something, anything at all, then it has accomplished something. This has been the Gamertron. This has been a video. If you guys liked the video or agreed with me in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps me, helps you, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit that like button. Please leave me your comments in the comment section below. I love getting comments. I don't get nearly enough comments. What is your opinion on what I had to say in this video? And what is your opinion on this subject, this topic? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I don't get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. And finally, I'm the Gamertron. I love video games. I love talking about video games. And that's something that interests you. Please consider supporting my channel by subscribing to me. I really appreciate it. So, this has been the Gamertron. This has been the Gamertron Show. This has been a video. And I will see you guys later.